So sad, eh? Gosh. Oh well. Shannon's in a better place now. I can't believe what the mortician, he worked wonders. I mean, you couldn't even tell about the flesh-eating stuff.
I thought you said it was going to be a closed casket.
Well, it was supposed to be, but I guess, you know, I mean, she looked so good. I mean, even her nose, I mean, wasn't a bad job, I have to say.
What a fantastic service, too. All that Jamaican culture was fantastic. Her friends, her family all showed up. That was
Loud, though, don't you think? Like, it was like being at Caravana. It's a funeral, you know? I mean, it was like, you know, wailing and flailing of arms and food. Like, I don't know, it was like party food or something, and booze in flasks and stuff. And a reggae band? I mean...
I think that was really appropriate. Shannon would have loved
Really?
that. I can't get over her being gone, you know? It's just so final.
Well,
I guess that's it.
And, you know, she was so young, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you never expect it when someone is young. It's always a shock.
Guys, can we
somebody's
talk
young,
about
you know?
something else, okay?
Huh?
I'm gonna miss Shannon too, but can we stop talking about the funeral?
Well, that's what you do. You process it, Randy.
Yeah, the funeral's not supposed to be for the person who passed away. It's for the people who are living to get together
left
and
behind.
Okay, I understand that, but I would
And
really
grieve.
appreciate it if we could just, for 5 minutes, just stop talking about it.
It's just not about you. I mean, Shannon touched a lot of lives. A lot of people
That's right.
are gonna miss her.
Yeah. A lot of people are gonna miss her. It's no wonder, given the way she lived her life, though, that she ended up the way she did. I mean, really.
Hey, Harry.
Oh, hi, girlfriend.
Hi. Can I,
Yeah.
Thanks for meeting with me. I
No problem.
appreciate it.
Although, you know, I am a little bit surprised that I got a phone call from you after our last conversation. Huh?
I know, and I want to start by apologizing for some of the things I
That's
said.
an excellent place to start. Because from my memory, what was it you called me? White trash clans? Does that ballpark? White trash clans?
Yeah, I know, and
Okay.
I was talking in the heat of the moment, and I'm sorry, and anyway, the reason, well, I'm sure you've heard that David's, his legal defense is in trouble.
Oh, boy.
So,
Lauren Shaw standing on the courthouse steps waving the rainbow flag. Holy cow.
he's not exactly working out the way that
No, I
David
guess
had
not.
hoped,
No.
and-
What did he call the chief of police? Chief homo hater? Oh, man. They're going to fry David.
which we're not happy, obviously, with the way
Yes.
things are going.
Well, I'll tell you what. Lawrence Shaw, he's a good gay ghetto lawyer. But, you know, when he's handling a murder case, he's way over his head. Oh, boy.
You know, if I die, knock on wood, that'll never happen. I want to have a funeral and I want to have Helix there. You know the band Helix? Rock music, people just banging their heads, remembering my life, eh? And me upright in the corner, right? Shellacked, mounted, like
No,
a bear.
I feel, I feel so bad for missing Shannon's funeral. I had a meeting with a record label today. I tried to reschedule, but I couldn't.
Well, you know,
But
I mean,
I
you know,
did try to make it.
sure, it was a great time. I mean, you know, if you didn't know that somebody died, you would have thought that you were at a party, right? There was a band there. There was food. There was like, you know, people were laughing. People were crying. People were celebrating her life. People were hugging, dancing. Little kids running around, whipping food at each other.
You see,
Just
that's
having
what
a
it
good
should
time.
be, you know, keeping Shannon's memory alive.
That's right.
She's an awesome person.
That's right. No, I mean, you know, the music really lifted people's spirits up. You know, music's really important, eh?
I know.
For helping people get through tragedies and that, eh? Bringing people
Completely.
together. Yeah. You agree?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just said I did.
Me too.
Yeah.
You always go to the funeral dressed in blue jeans?
Yeah, no, I didn't go.
Oh.
I'm just a very visual person, you know. I have a photographic memory, so I wanted to keep her right where she is. Shannon was a beautiful, young woman, alive. Yeah.
Not the dead part, eh? Makes things a bit complicated, the whole dead thing.
Complicated. I just choose to remember her that way.
Yeah, and so you pay your respects remotely, you know, instead of going with her family and friends to celebrate her life.
No.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys were, you know, more than just acquaintances.
We
on
had a
few
relationship. I paid my respects intimately, personally, the way I like it.
occasions. At a great distance.
Well, not at a great distance. I did that. I made my peace with her. My God, the three of us sat down and made a little arrangement. That was it.
Boy, those are convenient. I'd love to have a conversation with your God sometime, because he could sort out all kinds of stuff
Hey,
for
there
me.
was nothing convenient about it. Why didn't you go? I mean, we wouldn't be having this conversation if you were present.
Well, I was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, what for?
Heart attack.
I mean, he's the Pope. He's supposed to be about, you know, he's supposed to be very pious and everything, and here they have this extravagant funeral for him. I mean, he wanted to be buried in just a simple pine coffin, but they have VIP lines and kings wearing crowns in line while the peasants have to walk behind them.
Well, that's just the way it was done hundreds of years ago.
No, you know, I can see where the confusion lies, though. Like, I understand where you're coming from, because I was watching TV this weekend, and, you know, I thought it was the funeral I was watching. It turned out to be the royal wedding for Prince
Oh,
Charles
yeah.
and Camilla Parker Bowles. So,
They looked so nice together. Finally, they can have their love.
Yeah.
hey, guys, you know, at Shannon's funeral,
Right.
that tall guy standing in the corner, sort of by himself, off to the side, was that James?
That was that was James. Yeah, I was talking to
Oh,
him for a bit.
yeah, I was surprised he was even there after their breakup. I mean, didn't seem appropriate, really.
I don't see why it wouldn't be appropriate. I mean, Shannon called the wedding off because of her Huntington's disease, but you could see James was really torn up. I think that was very appropriate. He was upset because she's dead.
Right. As we all are.
Needless to say, David hasn't been very happy about how the case has been handled lately, and it's causing some problems at home, and so we're just trying to change gears a little bit.
Sure, well, David's got a right to be concerned, you know. Things are tough.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have really made the lawyer switch if you hadn't made so many, if I could be honest for a moment, homophobic remarks.
You know why you made the switch? Because I was too blunt for you.
What do you... No.
A little frank talk got you in a bit of a miff.
No. Not at all.
Let me tell you something. I got a lot of clients. I got a lot of clients who don't exactly fit the straight and narrow. I got this one transsexual client, comes in her little pink dress, doesn't ever bother to shave her
Okay,
legs.
you know what, Harry?
That's
you know
no
what?
problem.
Fine. Clearly, you're the best lawyer for the case.
Clearly.
So, will you come back and represent David? Will you take the case back?
Oh, man. You got balls.
You know, I gotta tell you, Tammy is just over the moon with you coming and teaching her, eh? Teaching her those chords and
She's
stuff
a
like
good
that.
kid,
I mean,
Johnny.
her mind is blowing.
She's got a great voice too. And you know what? I didn't think I'd like teaching, you know? I've never done it before, but I'm a lot more patient than I thought I would be. And she's good. I'm learning a lot myself.
Hey, you are a heck of a teacher, I gotta tell you. You know what? All this music we're playing right now as a family, it's bringing us together. Right? It's making us feel like a unit again since what's her name, you know,
Cherry.
flew the coop, whatever her name is, Arrow, you know, don't care anymore. But you know, it's bringing us together. Got Granny there on the sitar there, and we're all just giving it, and it feels good.
If you want, I'll keep teaching Tammy for free. You know? Yeah, she's a really good kid.
Wow. I mean, she has just come out of her shell, eh? I mean, I don't think I've seen her wear anything but black in the past few weeks, and since you've been around, she's wearing pretty colors again.
Aw.
You know what I'm saying? It's great. Really appreciate it.
Well, good for you. Probably for her, she feels like she can talk to you about something. Something you have in common, music, you know? You can connect together. It's great.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's time to start the McLaughlin Family Band.
I'm at the height of physical exertion, okay, in the hot tub.
Okay.
And I'm feeling great, and then I start to feel dizzy, and I'm starting to feel like out of breath and very, very hot. And I'm going, whoa, wait a second. This good is turned into bad.
Like what kind of bad? Like
Heart fluttering,
like pain?
space, bang. Yeah.
Numbness, arms.
Yeah, it was no big deal. It's nothing.
What do you mean no big deal?
I went to the hospital.
Yeah?
Doctor, blah blah blah. Take this drug. Come back in a couple weeks.
What
take two
did he
aspirin.
say? What did he say? What do you got?
It was arrhythmia, right? Which is a irregular heartbeat. So I
Well,
just
that
had
can't be good.
No, it can be brought on by like stress, too much caffeine.
Okay, so
cocaine
what did he
use.
say to do? He obviously said stay at home and rest for a while. I mean, what are you
Well,
doing out?
rest. What are you gonna do? I got a life to live. I got a job to do. So I went to work. It's no big deal.
You feel okay?
Yes.
I didn't know Ritu really gave you a Shakti put there.
Yeah. Well, Ritu. She's a real tiger in the tub, man.
I, for one, am glad the TTC, isn't on strike yet, or
Yeah.
possibly will be. I mean, it
Yes.
would have been chaos trying to get from work to the cemetery and back if they had been. I remember back in 1999, when for 2 days the city was just totally
That's
thrown into
right.
chaos.
Well, people who needed wheel trans and stuff, not just the people going to work. There's people that were really relying on it.
Yeah. But I understand the union's point of view as well, because they need to get a fair standard of living as well, but they're an essential service. So what do you do?
I know, it's like a
how do you
doctor.
solve
You
this?
pay a doctor the salary sort of thing. I mean, they don't go to school as long as doctors do, but
Well, still, it's a very skilled position. I mean, you have to learn a trade, right?
It was funny at the funeral. I overheard some really interesting things about Shannon. Sounds like she had like quite the wild childhood, and she apparently was a little older than we all thought. And that wasn't her first piece of plastic surgery.
okay, Brenda, why don't
the
you
nose
just give it a
job
rest,
wasn't just
please.
what. It was interesting. I've heard things about her.
Yeah, well, the woman's dead. Can you just stop gossiping about her? Or what? Is this how you're getting your jollies? Because finally you could talk about somebody, there's not going to be any repercussions.
By golly, that's so tempting to take on David's case again, but sadly I've got a full caseload and I just don't have the time.
Well, of course you're busy. I mean, you're a good lawyer. You know the judges, the crown prosecutors, the
Yeah.
police. You have the experience. I mean, you can handle any case better than, say,
Oh man, please
Lawrence.
don't blow smoke up my ass. You're embarrassing both of us now.
Can you just, forget what has happened and just concentrate on David's welfare?
Sure, I could do that, but before that I just have a little piece of advice for you.
Well, what would that be?
The next lawyer you get, try not to piss him off.
Look, don't punish David for something I did. I pushed David to switch lawyers because, yes, you pissed me off, and yes, I felt painted into a corner. I know my mistake, and it was wrong and bad, and I'm here apologizing for it and taking responsibility of it, but David shouldn't have to suffer.
Oh well.
Harry, okay, look, I'm begging. Please take the case back.
You don't understand. If my family had a band together, man, we could stay as a unit. We'd be a team, the McLaughlin team, traveling the world together, playing stadiums, making millions of dollars. Well, not millions, but hundreds of thousands at least. You know what I'm saying?
No, Johnny, I
Europe,
think-
USA, Asia.
I think you need to slow down a bit. You're getting ahead of yourself. All right, take it one step at a time. Maybe just jam together one night and see how it goes.
No, that's thinking small though. I'm thinking big right now. I'm thinking Partridge Family. Remember that family? On TV, they had a band. They traveled around in a bus together. They were one.
No,
They thought as one.
Look, I think.
Come on, get happy.
Okay, Tammy is not at that point yet. She's just beginning with the guitar, and she's
Yeah.
just developing herself as a songwriter. It's too much for her.
No, I know. I mean, she's she needs help.
And I will keep teaching her, as I said.
Whoa.
I don't mind.
I'm kind of thinking you could do more than just teach her. I'm kind of thinking you could be in the band.
Well, that's what it does, right? I mean, when somebody that young passes, I mean, you can't help but, we're not getting any younger. I mean, your
Look, don't go
health
there.
is,
Don't go-
it's
hey.
changing. You're going through changes. I mean,
Don't go there. You don't need to.
Well,
Okay.
do-
I got lots of years left on the clock. Okay. If you want to start thinking about the day you're gonna die, feel free. Okay. But I got a beautiful life to live.
Okay, but you're going through changes too. I mean, you're engaged. That changes everything. That's a symbolic death, with a.
Oh, come on.
Well, hey, it's limiting. It limits you.
If you let it limit
know?
you, okay?
Well, how can you not limit? I mean, it's
Yeah,
commitment.
don't worry, I got that one under control. I mean, it's incredible. It's very nice. It's very nice to be in a committed relationship. It's very nice to have that feeling there and to have that coming at you. You know, you should try it someday. You might like it.
Yeah, I can see how it would be steady and consistent.
Yeah, you know, you might be ready for it 2012, 2015. Just need a bit more time to myself, huh? Just a little more time to myself to
When
work
the
stuff out.
pupil is ready, the teacher will appear.
Let's hope she is in a short skirt.
Sure, Shannon and I shared some close moments, and we had a few laughs, there's no doubt. I just can't get over how young she was, and her life was snatched away, like ripped away
Brenda,
from her.
can you
know?
please
It's just,
stop talking about how young Shannon was, okay? It's freaking me out.
well, Randy, it should freak you out. I mean, it's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I know it is a terrible thing, but you know what really gets me is the fact that, you know, Shannon, she was only a few years younger than me, you know? And she took care of herself, and if that can happen to her, what about me? I mean, I've got a little girl at home that I need to see it. Like, I want to be part of her life. And when I see
Randy.
something like this happen to Shannon, it just freaks me right out.
It was a freak accident.
Right. Randy, besides, just lose some weight and exercise. Take care of yourself. You'll be fine. You don't lead a promiscuous life like Shannon did. I mean, it was bound to happen.
Okay, Brenda, that's enough, okay? Just leave her alone.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, Seymour, I mean...
She did not lead a promiscuous life, and her life was none of your business, okay?
I mean, Seymour, you rode the train with her. I mean, how well did you know her anyways?
You know what, Brenda? There are some things in your life that you truly do appreciate, but you don't realize it until after they're gone. I only sat with her for about an hour when we were riding the train every day, but that hour meant a lot to me. I realize that now. There were times when my day was so crappy, or the first time I ever met her, I handed her one of those bad business cards I had that smelled like pine.
They're awful.
I know. Everybody else I handed that to threw it away, or I'd find it on the train a month later. Her, I found out she wrapped it in tinfoil and took it home and left it outside for 3 days to get rid of the smell. That meant a lot to me. That's how I want to remember her, okay? That's the Shannon I want to remember. Not this Shannon you think you know because you heard some gossip.
Okay, hold it. Just hold it. Look, have David phone my secretary, make an appointment. I will talk to him. Okay?
Harry, thank you
Look,
very much.
Don't thank me, my friend. Do not thank me. This is far from a done deal, you know? We've got some big things that we have to turn the Gale-meter on this case down substantially for the police sake. You know, we've got to go and discredit Nancy's sister Eva. We've got to dig up some dirt if there is some around for her.
David's totally on the same page.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
we're gonna
yeah,
work with
you know what?
and it's
Don't
not
give me
gonna-
that Pollyanna crap. I don't care if you're on the same page with me. Do you understand me? The problem is the prosecutor is not some mamby-pamby clown who gets pissed off at Lauren Shaw and decides to prosecute your lover. He's a hard ass. He's got evidence. I know this guy. He's not going to make a case against David with nothing. It's way far from a done deal, my friend. I will do my best, and I'm good at it. And I know this guy, and I will go and I'll try and do my best with him. But he could put David away for the rest of his life, too. That's the other side.
Live life to its fullest, because you never know when it's going to end. That's my way.
Yeah, and you never do know, and that's what's freaking me out about it. That's why I didn't go. I couldn't go, okay? Because, hey, I'm waiting in the wings. I mean, the way I've lived my life, I got enough chemicals in my system to kill a horse. That's got to come and bite me. That's going to
No,
come
well,
back.
you have a
That's
chance
gotta.
of being crushed by a bus too if you forget to look crossing the street.
So when's that going to happen? That's another thing to
You
look
have no
forward to.
control over it.
I realize, but I like having control over things.
You can't have control over that, man. If God chooses to strike you with a lightning bolt because you're a sinner or just because you're a schmuck,
Okay,
That's
okay,
life.
okay, fine. And this little episode with your ticker didn't didn't affect you? That didn't like scare the bejesus out of you?
No, no.
Oh no, it's just casual.
Well, no, it's not casual. Obviously, I was concerned, but it's like, do I have control over it? No. No, I'm not scared, okay? Nothing's going to get
hey,
me.
whoa, don't. That's bad. Bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm fine. I'm not worried.
Look, Johnny, I'm flattered that you offered, but I'm trying to get my own career started up here. I can't, okay? I don't have time, and
Well, maybe you're not thinking clearly right now.
no, you know what, Johnny? I think this is more about you living out your rock and roll dreams. It's not about Tammy or mending your family. It's about you.
All right, so what? So it is maybe a little bit, but if I could be on stage with my daughter, I mean, that would be a dream come true. You understand? You understand that?
I do, but as I said, I will give her guitar lessons. I'm happy to do that, but I can't be in the band.
Listen, Dana, the way my daughter's eyes are lighting up right now whenever you come over to give her a lesson, it's breathtaking. It's melting my heart. And I mean, ever since Cherry Bear left there, things haven't been the same for her. She's been depressed, right? And you're giving her something now. You've been a role model to her. Do you understand that? Do you understand the power that she needs you? We need you in this band. You understand that? I don't think I can say no to her right now. I can't say no to her.
Okay, look, the best I can do is help you guys get started.
Oh,
all
that's
right?
fantastic.
But that's it.
That's fantastic. All I want to say to you is try this puppy on, because you're part of the band now, Dana McLaughlin. Right, I'm going to call Granny later. No, but
What?
That's great. It's going to look good on you.
But
Yeah, thank you.